So if I'm correct, it's recording. Hi everyone. I finally got my tablet so I can do the channel properly. Where I want to start is basically the normal photonic shapes. So let's start with the prism. Okay, prism, triangle, or let's just say triangle is flat. Prism is a pyramid. Okay, if you look like this, you're narrow-minded, right? So if you change that around, okay, your vision is more broad, right? Broader spectrum. Okay, not like that, like that. Okay, but you must remember, because we are humanoids, for prismatics, okay, for the color on the crystals, if you want to change your perception, deception, and discernment view of how to look at things, by retrospecting or introspecting or putting yourself above on the oversoul, you know what I mean? You can get a broader view on the prismatics. Okay, so now that's a triangle, and then I want to talk about the square. Okay, let's first start the square. When you travel unknown destination, you can start with a unity circle first, unity conscious circle, if you don't know what that is, as a circle radius, and then the center point is where you originated from. So say you originated here on this timeline, you travel in one direction for say 100 meters, you stop, and then you basically make a circle all around the center point. That's 100 meters all the way around. Now, if you fill that up with information data, that is unity conscious. That is a circle. Okay? So we're not going to talk about that quickly. We're going to first talk about the square. So if you are square-minded, or square-rooted, like ours would say, the roots are in the squares. Basically, that would be this: your fire, your air, your water, your elements. You see there, and how you can change it to make different patterns. That's triangle, your macabre style, and that is the squares. These things are very important. Okay, for that. Okay, that's chaos, magic. Think to yourself. These are the universal gateways and so forth and so forth. Let's see here quickly. I don't think it's in this book or from the other one. Bear with me, because in this channel, you're going to do that. Transcend, transform, transmute, transform, transcendence. Okay? It's all about teaching everyone how to embrace the highest potential of ourselves. Okay, because what I want to teach you is that. And that is called the Rebus Philosopher's Stone. Okay, but before we can get to the Philosopher's Stone, we have to understand how our minds work, right? The Philosopher's Stone. So I've got a lot. Okay. Squares square is the world, the law, and the boundary. Reality, nature, matter, universe. Okay? The circles are self-area, behavior boundary, self-consciousness, care and will, harmony within, consciousness expression, inner reality. Alright? The triangles are the trinities, obviously, trinity, unity area, unity, enlightenment, it's the actual true self because it's prismatics. If you know your diagrams, 64 diagram and your 26 base element and your 9 prismatics, then you'll understand that. Now, if you visualized the shape, you can make the triangle into a 3D object, right? Or into more dimensionals as we go. Depends on how good your mind is. Okay. This is also known as the abracadabra. The 22 rebus, abracadabra. The 26 NATO photonic abracadabra. I'm going to teach you all these things on this channel. Just like I said, I've got a lot of direction that I want to go, but patience, right? Because every day is a new adventure. Okay. Also, the squares are the elements. Prism, triangle is the salt body, sulfur, soul, mercury, spirit. So that is your triapriyama. Salt body, sulfur, soul, mercury, spirit. Okay, there's 2 circles. Most people think only about the one unity circle, but it's infinity, right? Because you've got 2 eyes. And your polarities, if you can manage to be both brains activated and you're in the middle, then in your macrocosm rebus. Okay, but so 2 circles. The duality is the macrocosm, microcosm, positive, negative, male, female, above, below, or as within, as without. Basically, that is why it's important to understand the basic shapes first, because these shapes happen from music. Okay? Cosmology, planets, they play music, gods, cathedral, and they make a lot of sacred patterns, as we all know, but by now already. Anyway, so, philosopher's stone. To change your perception pursuant to you, is think about it as a triangle prism. You look narrow-minded, you're not going to get the whole thing, but you're going to be more, you know what I mean, it's all about you, etc., more reflecting energy. But if you turn it around, it's more you're carrying a mirror for the universe. You're observing, not acting. There's a difference. One's got big eyes for the world, he's chasing everything. The other one is waiting. You know it's time will tell. Okay. So now we're going to go quickly to example. I'm going to go example. Take a coin. It's flat, right? It's round. It's 1-dimensional, 2-dimensional. Are you going to get a 3-dimensional holographic illusion? You're going to take that coin, you're going to hold it, and you're going to flick it, and it's going to spin. While it's spinning very fastly, It gives an optical illusion that it's a circle or a sphere, but it's not a sphere. It's only because God's ratio, God's capital ratio, makes it look like it's a sphere, but it's not. Because if you go back to the basics, everything's frequency vibration, even the universe. So its frequency vibrations are pulse. So it can change the things. If it's warm, it expands. If it's cold, it subtracts. Some areas it can, you know what I mean? People think the Earth is a solid. It's not a solid. It's a plasma sphere, and it's actually, and we're not going to go into that now because it's too much for basically what I want to start with. So the basic, just for now, is to understand the philosopher's stone and the rebus stone. It's two different stones. Like the abraxas, is 3, 6, 9, and abraxas is 9, 6, 3 words. One is maths, one is music. Maths always mirrors the music in hertz. By natural law, it's supposed to be like that. So, as a unity collective, we are one unity consciousness, but we are mere fragments, right? So, even if you don't want to believe it, you are me and I am you. We are one, right? Under the sun or the moon. My point is, in a quantum entanglement, there's no space between the electrons and protons and neutrons. It can go closer, but it can go wider, like a star. It can, like, you know what I mean? It's like making a nuclear fusion. Add, subtract. Every time you use your mind negative, your crystalline static or plasmaspheric crystals in your DNA that looks like radars, receptors, they change, okay? And if that changes, it changes on your mind and it can lead to depression, all these things, okay? Null hypnosis psychosis, that's what it's called. But you don't want that. You want either the mandala A or mandala B effect, because it's the mandala effect because of, well, technology. So my point is, it's very important to control your programming on a micro level, right? Because on a micro cellular micro level, your blood, it gets altered, yes, by frequencies like 6G, barium, aluminium, barium, and silver. If you add it together, the right frequency, right wattage, you know what I mean? Puppets. It's like hypnosis, hypnotize a collective, basically. So yeah, if you know wisdom, you can protect yourself and expand your freedom. Because if you have wisdom, you are free. If you don't have wisdom, you're just a slave to the system. You understand? So that's where I'm going to stop it for now. I just want to see how long it's going to take for me to download this on my tablet. Like I said, it's just a trial run, just experiment. I'll go later on deeper into different things. Think about it just for now. The Jacob's ladder and the Holy Cup. The 33 vertebrae, right? 33 baby piano vertebrae. Now, in the olden days, they used to have cathedral blower organs in the church. Why do you call them organs? Because you got organs too, you know, a voice box, organs, strings, chords. So you are a musical instrument. And if you can learn how to octave your being, you can speak nomad, monad, macabre, tetra. You can, like I say, be a witch. You'll spell cards, you'll speak Bible, crayon magic, you know, you can do necromancy. Not that I would do it, because you want to sit with a rotten corpse forever once you bring him back. Yeah, point is, sure, we're going to do tired and all these things also, but we must first start at a point, and as that is the fool's journey. You can't do the fool's journey if you don't understand the golden compass. You have to understand the tools that you have to do a natal chart, to find your soul and your being in this universe, because as I verse, smittens, by humans, spellcasting, right? The power is in the one who controls it and wields it. But it's not whimsical, magical, whatever, black magic, white magic, call it whatever you want. The one who controls it, it must be yin-yang by nature. As a shepherd I am, can choose this, but now that I have it, I might as well teach. So we're gonna be humble. It's a safe space, safe place to communicate. Yeah, a lot of these things that I'm going to talk about is going to sound crazy, but as time goes, I'll give you what you need to process it, you know. But yeah, I think that's enough for now. God's capital, one vector ratio of the unity circle consciousness, as we are collective. One wakes up, others must wake up. They teach you. They say when the student is ready, the teacher comes. The teacher is always a student. You know? Always humble, because I see something, I might miss something. It's a good place to educate each other. You know? So yeah, if you want to know more about the philosopher's stone and how it works in the matrix realm, practice it. Understand the mindset. Okay.